Today, on Be Something Wonderful, what is the feeling of wish fulfilled exactly? I am your host, Tom Kieran, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, welcome back. This is the first time in a long time I'm doing a back-to-back video. This is for the public channel. There'll also be a video for the membership channel coming later today as well. Haven't forgotten that, that's coming out as well. But I wanted to do this back-to-back video because an interesting thing happened. I had my regular session with a client after that video came out. And he watched the video and he said, Tom, oh my God, for the first time, I really understand what it means to maintain a state or to be in a state of wish fulfilled. And so we had a great session and we talked about, and we talked more about what that really means. Remember in the video, and I'm leaving a link below for the video that I just posted this morning, that it's not about trying to conjure up or maintain temporary, fleeting 3D emotions and feelings, right? It's not about that. Those are effects of the state of wish fulfilled. Do you hear that? They're not cause, they're effects. That's what we talked about, we touched on this morning. And we had a few responses. One person said, well, the state of wish fulfilled is just emotions. Let's keep it simple. But it's not that. It's not that. That is not the message. The message is those temporary emotions of 3D, when you're happy or sad or angry or frustrated or joyful, they may mirror the joyful feelings, and high energy feelings may point to fulfillment, but they're just temporary things on the screen of time and space. They're the temporary thoughts and feelings. And you're trying to reconcile those, conjure those up, and trying to stay where when you're doing that, your whole time, your focus is not on fulfillment anymore. It's trying to feel better to get to fulfillment. Instead, move to the state of fulfillment. What is that state? I talked about that. It's the state of conviction. Conviction, it's a state of knowing that it's done. It's the state of that you've assumed it. You've made a choice. You moved from desire to a decision, right? You moved to gratitude. You moved to feel gratitude now. You moved to first cause. This is what I want to talk about today and more, because this client was fired up on that video, and I really want to unpack what we talked about this morning. Now, I've talked about wish fulfilled in dozens of videos, so there's a lot of content on the channel. If this morning's video is sort of going over your head, or if it feels too complicated to you, there's loads of videos, but there was a reason for this morning's video on that. That's exactly right. That bell that went on, that light that went on with my client was why that video was important this morning. So, but Tom, what is the feeling of wish fulfilled exactly? I think one of you asked on the channel. Gratitude and conviction that you already are that which you desire to be and already have what you want. That's the state of wish fulfilled. It's a state of being. A state of being, a state of gratitude, a state of conviction, a state of knowing that it's done, right? And this is what Neville Goddard says, the ability to feel the unseen, to actualize and make real a definite subjective state through the sense of feeling is the secret of creation by which the world or unseen desire is made visible. That is it. It's right there, right? It's that ability to feel that unseen reality now. How? With gratitude. Through what? Through conviction that it's done. Through the knowing that you are, when you say I am, that is all there is. You are that power, right? You can rest in that gratitude. You can go within and imagine a scene, right? That conjures that gratitude. The scene conjures it, right? The idea of that conviction. You see it within. When you see that within, you create it. Remember, you create the memory of that wish already fulfilled. Do you see that when you go within? It's so big. So, feeling of wish fulfilled, that of a deep conviction and gratitude is cause. That's cause. Feeling of wish fulfilled is cause, not the effect of temporary 3D feelings. It's not the effect. It's not trying to conjure up temporary 3D feelings and emotions. It is thinking, living, and feeling from the imagined end. It's done. You're living, you're imagining it, you're living it, you're thinking from it, you're acting as if, because it's not really acting as if because you are it. You've assumed it. You've made a decision. You moved from what was formerly a desire in that moment to a decision to have it, to a decision to be it, to a decision to feel that conviction, to a decision to feel that gratitude. Desire goes to a decision to be it and have it in that moment. Remember, fulfillment is the beginning. It's the end, and it's the invisible means. Fulfillment's everything. You start with fulfillment, you end with fulfillment, and fulfillment is on the path all the way, right? You attract what you can't attract what you're not conscious of being. In other words, what you're being or feeling. Conviction and gratitude is that state of being. Let's hit it a little bit more. Gratitude and conviction implies fulfillment, period. It implies a state of being, a concept and identity of yourself that you're already fulfilled. Hear this. It's not more complicated than that, right? Today's video earlier was to give you that framework to have that knowing, right? Implies a state of being, a concept and identity of yourself that you are already fulfilled. It's a choice to have, a choice to be it. That makes non-fulfillment an impossibility. It immediately erases the idea of non-fulfillment, the concept of non-fulfillment. Not possible. You've made a choice, right? You made a choice to feel that gratitude. You made a choice to have that conviction, right? Imagining and feeling gratitude and conviction within creates the image and memory of wish fulfilled. You're creating, remember, we create all the images. Past, present, and future. You're creating that image of already being fulfilled. It's now a memory. It's now real than anything else that you can remember. Wow, that's big. Feeling of wish fulfilled is not a temporary feeling or emotion that you find, lose, and then find again, right? This came up, right? I lost the feeling of fulfillment. I lost the state. I can't find it. It's nothing like that. It's an inner reality in a state of being. It's an invisible assumption that you choose. And in the choosing of it, it becomes an inner reality, an invisible reality. And then you will see it in 3D, right? Wow, that's big. So there is an eternal, invisible link, and I've talked about this in a few videos, and continuity between the seen and unseen, the manifested and unmanifested. There's no separation, right? All of those questions, what does it really mean, the wish fulfilled exactly, is all coming from separation, all coming from lack, right? Feeling of wish fulfilled is your link to making the invisible assumption visible. It's that link, right? And remember what Scripture says, Matthew 13:12. For whomever has what? Has gratitude, has conviction, has the feeling. To him shall more be given. And he shall have an abundance of that gratitude, of that conviction, of that feeling. But whoever does not have, even what he has shall be taken away from him. And when you have that gratitude, conviction, and feeling, all other things, all the stuff, the love, the things you want in your life are added on to you. That's what we're talking about here. You're always receiving more of what you're giving. Or in other words, what you're grateful for, or what you have that conviction for. Rest in the conviction of your I am. Give gratitude. That's the feeling of fulfillment. Rest in that conviction. Give gratitude for who you are, that I am, and that assumption, and feel the fulfillment of it. That's powerful. I go to prepare a place for you. If I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you to myself, that where I am, there you may be also. We've talked about this a lot. Neville Goddard talks about this a lot. This is John 14:2-3. We talk about it in terms of imagining, going within and preparing a place. But how do you do that? With gratitude. You prepare a place with gratitude, with conviction, within your imagination, being grateful for already having it. Creating that metaphysical image, creating that mold that will fill in 3D reality. Because where you are in imagination, then you must be in 3D reality. right? Where that higher you is, it must be there and it must be created. With gratitude and conviction, you create a place that now must be filled with your wish or desire already fulfilled. You create a vacuum. Remember, the universe abhors vacuums. It must be filled. You prepared the place with what? With gratitude, with conviction. That's the feeling of wish fulfilled. Where you are in gratitude and conviction within, there you must also be in 3D manifested reality. Right? There's an absolute continuity and unity between the seen and unseen. There is no separation. There is no disconnect. It's always there. It's always, and it's more real than anything you see in 3D reality, because it is 3D reality. It's connected. Right? Remember, merely noticing that your wish fulfilled hasn't manifested, I've talked about this several times, in 3D reality is not necessarily a state of not feeling your wish fulfilled. Just because you notice that it's not manifested yet doesn't mean you're in non-fulfillment or you're in a state of not feeling your wish fulfilled. But believing that because it hasn't manifested yet, you can't be fulfilled now. Right? You can't be fulfilled now, is what I meant to say here. That is that you can't feel the gratitude and fulfillment of living in the end now, that you can't feel that conviction now. Well, then that is not feeling wish fulfilled. Do you see that? But if you believe that you can't feel the conviction and gratitude now, in the unseen reality, then you are not in a feeling of wish fulfilled, right? It's a feeling of lack and non-fulfillment that you're feeling that keeps all you want just out of reach and in the future. As you wait for a reason to feel fulfilled, as you wait for a reason to feel gratitude and conviction, as you wait for a reason to know that it's done. That is what we mean by what is the feeling of wish fulfilled exactly. I am your host, Tom Kieran, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Guys, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being with Be Something Wonderful. Thank you for sharing the videos, for liking the videos. Don't forget, there's another video coming out later today for the membership channel. It's going to be big, as always. You can find us on Facebook. We have a group called the Be Something Wonderful Ambassadors. You can find us there at facebook.com/group/Be-Something-Wonderful. We also have an organization page at Be Something Wonderful on Facebook, and also a Instagram and Twitter account at Tom Kieran. And just visit us anytime on our website at tomkieran.com or besomethingwonderful.com for that information and more. Creators, back to back today. This is Tom. With great love, with great light and infinite gratitude, we'll talk to you soon with a membership channel video coming out later today. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.